Do you know that it blew my mind when I realized that the biggest thing that made all of these billionaire companies, right, like successful was not funding, was not money. It was not even like discipline and consistency. All of these um name like discipline, all of this key to success and all of these things that made these billionaire companies successful. I'm talking about companies like Facebook, Amazon, and all of these billionaire companies, like, right, you understand. One of the biggest thing that made these companies, right, or these people successful was timing. It shocked me, like, was timing. Like, they were the right place at the right time, at the right season. That is what made them be like successful. This is the thing, and I agree with that, because there's a lot of people that are good in your industry. Like, there's a lot of people that are good, you see around, that are very good, but they are not as successful as other people that are not as good as them. Like, it's mind blowing, to be honest, right? It's actually mind blowing. Now, there are key factors to success that I've gotten to understand that not a lot of people know. And I'm going to break this down towards, with an analogy, right? And I'm going to be using the race analogy. Let's say a marathon race analogy, right? So imagine now, you, me, and your best friend are on a race track, right? Now, I want you to visualize this thing and apply it to your own life. Like, whatsoever, who's this thing can be applied to everybody's life, right? Three of us are in the track. Now, before we start, a lot of people are going to be rooting for us, right? Your own fans are going to be rooting for you. Your family members, your friends, right, are going to be standing beside, like, you understand, the stadium, rooting for you. Hey, hailing you up, right? Yeah, go, 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 win, win, and all of these things. They are cheering you up. Now, that is the same thing that happens when you say you want to start something, right? When you say you want to start something, maybe your family members or whatsoever, they'll be rooting for you. Ah, good one. That's nice. That's nice. But when you start to run, when we start to run, you will notice that the fans and the people rooting for us, they will have to get tired. Do you know why? Because they're going to be focusing on their own lives. Maybe some of them will be hungry, some of them will try to look for something to eat, some of them will be on their phones and stuff. Now, as you're running a marathon race, you're alone. You have no cheering, right? You have no cheering, not compared to the cheering you have at the beginning. Now, let's apply this to our own personal life. When you start something, right, you're happy, you're excited. You'll be part of the people cheering your own self, right? And other people too. Few people are going to be cheering you up. But when you go further in your journey, when it becomes boring and you have nobody to cheer you up, let's say you're posting content, no one is seeing it, right? Or you're creating something, you show people and nobody cares, right? You tend to lose confidence in yourself, right? You doubt yourself. So you then, in your mind, right, think of, okay, when I started this thing, people cheered me up. Like, it's like maybe the race I'm running is not nice, it's not fun, and that's why I'm not getting cheered up. Let me go back and start another one again. Now, this is where most people stop and don't ever attain success. And I've learned this in even in my own life, right? I always start something and I don't finish it. So I always start the race, and in the middle, when people stop cheering for me, I go back to start another race, right? Doubting myself, right? Looking for validation from people, being very lazy, um, being very procrastinating, right? Just not believing that certain things can work, not believing in myself, fighting myself, self-sabotaging myself, right? So these are part of the things that makes a lot of people not successful, not reach their end goal. So now, the things that makes the 1%, like, and the successful people reach their successful goal is their ability to understand the level they are in, right? When they are racing, right? They understand that now people are not cheering for me, but when I reach the end, people are going to cheer for me, right? Or people are going to cheer. Their people are going to celebrate with me. So they are happy in the boring times. They develop a thick skin, right? to be consistent even if things are not fun, even if people don't cheer them up. Like it's one very great skill that I will really suggest, really encourage you to embrace on, like take it upon yourself that even if people don't care like about me, it won't stop me from moving, right? So what I'm supposed to do now, listen, is not just to keep on running anyhow, is to see how I can reach there. Now, there's no rule. There's no rule. And that is the funny thing. There's no rule to this. That means when I'm talking about there's no rule, is that you don't only need to use your legs to reach the ending point. Right? This is what they don't tell you. You don't only need to use your legs. Now, you could do something. You could leverage. So you can order a car. It- You can order a car. You can order a plane. Now you do the things that cost you to order a car and a plane to reach your goal faster, right? So you have to start sitting and start to learn, okay, how do I do this thing as I am running? How do I order a plane? How do I, you understand? So now, one of the things that makes this like successful is their ability to utilize leverage. Now, majority of the 99% of people don't understand what leverage is. There are different forms of leverage. We have information leverage, right? You have people leverage, right? You have tools leverage. So what is the information I need? How fast do I need the information? How fast should I implement it? How long will I implement it to be able to give me this leverage to push me faster? Now, there are people that are running on their foot, there are people that are crawling, there are people that are using planes, there are people that are using cars, right, to reach their goals. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy because a lot of people don't understand that there's no rules to this thing. I just hope you understand what I've just explained to you. Your ability to stay consistent even when things get boring is what makes you successful, to be honest. And this is one of the things that I am already learning it. Like, I don't care whether people are watching me, I don't care whether people are listening to me, but that doesn't mean that I am not going to iterate. That doesn't mean I'm not going to learn how to make people, how to give people value, and then how to keep on giving people value for a long period of time to give me that leverage to push. Now, the leverage is the information that I'm going to understand, I'm going to learn how to gather, how to implement to push me. I just hope I've explained this thing to a level that you understand what I'm saying, to be honest. If you got value from what I've just said, please like, share this video with the people, your loved ones, and make them understand that the ability for you to keep on running when things get boring, and understand how to utilize leverage, because there are no rules in the game of life and success, is what makes you reach your goals. My name is Victor. Nice to meet you. Please comment whatsoever you feel like in the comment section or where you're watching from. See you guys in the next one.